The topic of needle exchanges is outlawed as taboo. What it really is a beneficial, hands-on tactic to prevent diseases. It doesn't only do that, but for some exchange programs, such as the one-for-one exchanges, gives users a chance to time their uses in hopes that they'll eventually quit one day. This provides a sanctum for people that are so in the depths of addiction that they will resort to reusing and sharing needles. On the positive stance, there is positive, hopeful statistics that prove needle exchange is without a doubt beneficial. There is less HIV and hepatitis C transmission. Also, it increases the rate of disposing more effectively and reduces the rate of reusing. This is so important. There are less diseases, therefore there are less hospital visits, ultimately resulting in less death. It saves the cost of a hospital bill for unwanted diseases. But there are so many boundaries and restrictions to exchanges. Not everyone can get the help that they need. It is because the government has put into place laws to restrict these and are usually privately funded. Not every city and state has them, so not every person can get the help that they need. Although the government doesn't support exchanges, there are professional organizations that do support these exchanges, such as the American Medical Association, the National Academy of Sciences, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and World Health Association that do back this. There are also different types of exchanges. One for one, for example, is when they put limits on how many needles can be accessed and how many you can exchange back. The result is planned out use. Since there are so many clean needles distributed, there is more area for using them effectively. It is also important to note that no one wants to reuse needles. No person wants to willingly put themselves at risk for disease. In the past, HIV doubled between 1986 and 1987, rising from 7% to 14%. But in present day, the percent hovers between 4 and 9%. This is a significantly decrease in rate of disease thanks to exchange programs. It is also a shame the government prevents them because they are continuing to decrease the rate of infection. On the negative view, Indiana has gotten rid and banned these exchanges. They claim that their rates of hepatitis C have doubled in certain counties, resulting in the ultimate ban, because they believe that opioid prescriptions should be stricter and that will resolve the problem. It was a tough change to drop, but the state believes that they are fueling addiction and not preventing the disease. Another view is that needle exchanges don't have a correlation to hepatitis C. There is a rapidly growing rate of hepatitis C in young people. In a study, it found that there is no correlation in helping the spread of disease from exchanges. My stance is that they should be put in place. There's so much that they do for communities in highly drug-populated areas. People who choose drugs, once they realize how much of a poor choice they have made, it affects them. Spending all their money, losing all of their relationships, and losing their life. People who most likely are using for a bit of time notice how much it negatively affects them. Sadly, it isn't the easiest drug to drop. Stopping cold turkey could result in death. What needle exchange programs do is provide an environment to stop the harmful effects the drugs cause. Mainly one being the spread of diseases transferred through needles. This is huge. People who contract a disease seek expensive medical treatment that sometimes can't even afford it due to their addiction that they have. Needle programs are a helpful, useful push in claiming needles that have already been used. overall, resulting in decreased rate of death and hopefully helping the user quit more effectively.
Yay!